Okay, so I have figured a way of recording gameplay on a PC with the capture card, which basically means I am redoing all of my videos showing you how games work on my PC. So yeah, we're going to go through it. And the reason why I want to use the capture card is because if you know DxTory or using any recording software, really, it drops the frame rate a bit by about 10 frames, I'd say, at least for me anyway. So I want to try and show you the true frame rate, so this is how I'm doing it. So I can show you the settings. We're going to put it up to 1080p. I'm going to show you how it runs on 1080p. So go to advanced. Everything's on normal, so basically medium settings. This is on a GTX 650, an MSI GeForce GTX 650 OC 1GB of GDR5. That's what it's called. Apply. Apply. Alright. So we're at 1080p. And let's continue. Continue on here. I've only played a little bit of this. Oh god, my cat's trying to get out of my room. Of course. This always happens to me. Hang on a minute. Okay, so I let my cat out. Let's continue. So 1080p. The frame rate is in this area, hovering around 40. It does go to 50 some areas. And 1080p, I would say, is playable, but it's not completely smooth. Obviously, most people are going to be fine with 30 frames at 1080p. In the cutscene here, going from 60 to 50, down to 40, blah blah blah.
Is anyone listening? Please respond.
Ooh, what was that? Radio. This is quite a cool cutscene. This is quite slow, quite nice. It's quite getting to grips with the situation she's in.
Here's the soon-to-be world-famous archaeologist.
So this is a pre-rendered cutscene, so it's just 60 frames.
Habitat. She's on the hunt for the lost kingdom of Yamatai, home to the fabulous Himiko.
Well, not pre-rendered, but it's like a streamed cutscene, if you know what I mean.
Sam, this is serious. Oh, sweetie, I know. I'm just trying to lighten the mood here. Everyone's so on edge. What are you so worried about?
I'm close to something. I'm sure of it. I just don't know if the others will listen. Or even if they should.
Lara, you know this stuff better than anyone. Seriously, I'm not just saying this to make you feel better. I trust you, Roth trusts you. You got this.
Right, we're just gonna
okay?
skip this just to get to some gameplay. So here we are,
I can't just sit here.
back here.
I've got to find something to eat.
You see, it's perfectly playable. Frame rate is perfectly playable. Dear. So that's like a... What is she doing exactly?
God.
Oh god.
What's going on here? Wait, I can use that bow.
Some arrows. Climb up here. Yeah, this is my first time playing Tomb Raider, so forgive me if I'm bad. Alright, we're gonna climb across here. Oh. Doesn't she fall? She grabs it and falls. Ugh. Lovely. I can't speak. You have got the longbow.
Just remember Roth's training.
You can have the best form and technique in the world, but it won't mean a thing if you can't focus. The key to using any weapon is focus.
Focus. Focus, son.
So hungry. I need to find something to eat.
So obviously this is, if you didn't know, this is my first ever PC, so I'm adjusting to PC controls. I've adjusted to PC controls pretty well so far. I'm not too bad. Well, I don't think I'm too bad. More arrows here. Arrows everywhere. 15 arrows. You see, the game looks quite nice. You're not going to see it in 1080p. You're going to see it in 720p. Oh, let me shoot. Oh, Z to... Oh, there you go. Press Z to zoom weapon. That's a bit odd. Z? Why Z? Oh, I didn't realise you could pull it back more. Ah, come back. No. I'm awful. Damn you. Sorry. Doesn't she say sorry? She's like, sorry. I didn't want to eat you. But I have no choice. Should probably put subtitles on, really. I don't even know why they're not on. Why can't they just put subtitles on by default? I don't know. Ugh, that's not very good. To use an arrow. It's not the best cutting weapon in the world, is it? Right. So you see that's 1080p. That's a bit of gameplay on 1080p. So if we put it down to 720p, I can show you that the frame rate increase is quite a bit. Oh, we're getting 60 frames.
All right, Lara. You won't always have some fancy gadget to tell you where you are. If you can learn to read the land and the stars,
Are you
you'll
friendly?
always be able to find your way home.
Sorry about your friend. He was just so delicious. So here we are, we're getting 60 frames at 720p. Normal settings. Where's the camp? How do I use instinct mode? Oh, it's Q. It's over here. Is there no sprint button? Shift isn't sprint. There we are. Back to camp. Use campsite. Oh, here we go. Skills. Spend skill points in skills menu to upgrade abilities. Alright. Keen observation allows you to spot and find. Alright. Should I get that in? There you go. Press Q. So I just used it. Alright. Now what?
This is Conrad Roth, captain of the Endurance. We are shipwrecked on an island inside the Dragon's Triangle.
Roth!
Lara,
You're alive!
easy, easy. Are you okay? What happened?
I remember the beach, and then it went black and I woke up in a cave. There was this crazy man, Roth, and a dead body.
Oh, God. Where are you now, Lara? Are you safe?
It was so horrible. It's all my fault. This is all my fault.
Lara, listen to me. I sent an SOS from the Endurance before I abandoned her. Hopefully someone
Sending out an SOS.
We're regrouping at my
Sending out an SOS. Alright, let's skip this.
Please get me.
Skip. Skip. Cutscenes. Alright. There we are. Keep going. So as you can see, it runs perfectly fine at 1080p. Most people will be fine at 1080p, but 60 frames is so smooth that I think I'm just going to have it at 720p. Let's see. Let's have a look. Right. So quality. Let's put quality up to high. Oh, which puts this up to high. Puts a few things up to high. So let's apply and see how well it can handle it. So now the frame rate has dropped a bit. But no, actually, we're at 60 now. Maybe it was just loading it in. If we go back over here, the frame rate drops a bit. As you can see, it's still perfectly playable at high settings on 720p. Oh, this door's open now.
Hello?
Hello?
Hello? Is someone there?
As you see, it runs perfectly fine.
You've got...
So, and we could put it up to Ultra, which turns tessellation on, which will probably crash it. It might crash. And as you can see, the frame rate has dropped significantly. But it's not... Yeah, the lowest it goes to is about 26. So the sweet spot is normal settings. Put it back to normal. Normal, 720p, 60 frames. Really nice experience. Quite nice. So let's show you a bit more gameplay on 720p normal.
This could be a way through.
Uh-oh.
Damn
A
it.
large gust of wind. That's a weird subtitle. A large gust of wind. Shift. I don't know if this game is this game supposed to be scary? I don't know. This looks like an old, like, World War II type bunker. Possibly.
What are these markings? What am I doing? is insane.
Anyway, where did she get the torch from? I didn't see. E to examine.
This traditional no mask
What the
represents
balls?
a hateful woman in the guise of a demon.
Okay, that's a bit odd. E to salvage. E to ignite. As you see, the frame rate's dropping to like 58, but that's like the lowest it's dropping to so far. Obviously, it's bound to drop every now and then with big explosions. Yeah. Hatchet. I'm enjoying this quite a lot. This game is pretty cool so far. I'm enjoying PC frame rate and controls. Mash E. Mash E. I guess it wasn't a World War II type bunker then.
Hold on, let me find out.
Southwest side. You'll need to follow the path. It's a bit of a climb.
Did you get that?
What's this?
Got it.
We have a fire. Look for the smoke.
We're on our way.
Laura, you made it.
Sam, thank goodness.
Surprise. It's okay. He's one of us.
Sorry if I startled you. This place would make anyone a little jumpy. We just spoke to your crew. They're on their way.
Look, he bandaged my foot.
Oh, it was the least I could do. My manners. I'm sorry, I'm Matthias. A teacher by trade. Not really cut out for island life, I'm afraid.
Sweetie, you look exhausted. Sit down.
Yeah.
Sam here was just telling me about the Sun Queen.
Right, Himiko.
Can you tell me more? I'm intrigued.
Well, believe it or not, a couple thousand years ago, Queen Himiko pretty much ran things in Japan.
She loves telling this story.
Himiko was beautiful, enigmatic, but also ruthless and powerful. Legend says she had shamanistic powers.
And this is where she loses me.
Well, there's always some truth to myths.
She commanded an army of samurai warriors, her magnificent storm guard. They rode the very winds of the battle, laying waste to all who opposed them. They say the sun rose at Himiko's command, and she ruled everything its rays touched, from the mountains to the sea and beyond.
She falls asleep.
What happened to her?
And what? Oh.
Sam?
Why did they wake her up? Or what, was she hallucinating?
Sam!
Why did no one wake her up?
Sam! Shit!
Oh. I feel like that would hurt a lot more than... I don't know. Is it me or is it does people in games never seem like they're in that much pain when something like this happens? If that was me, I would be crying like a little girl. Oh no! Where are you? Oh. Wow, that's pretty cool. Is that her from The Walking Dead Season 2?
Let go.
It looks like her, doesn't it? Oh, it wasn't like a proper bear trap. Oh, it's just like a clam.
I'm so glad you're here. Is Sam with you?
She was with you.
She was here with that man, Matthias. But I passed out. When I woke up, they were both gone.
You can't shoot me go one time off.
We need to find them.
Wait. What about Roth?
Okay, let's split up. One of us go with Laura and meet up with Roth. The rest of us should fan out and look for Sam.
I'll go with her. No. Let me.
You know how to use one of these?
It's been a while. It's all coming back to me.
Let me guess, he gets killed,
Find Sam and this Matthias
and then we
guy.
take the pistol.
You gonna be okay?
Yes, we just need to rest for a few minutes.
Quite cutscene heavy, this game, so far. But most games are at the beginning.
You sit here. I'll check up ahead.
Okay.
Bang bang. He's dead. He's gonna get killed.
Not so bad.
Alright, so that is Lara Croft. That's Tomb Raider on my PC. You see, it handles it perfectly fine at 720p medium settings, even 1080p medium settings, and it will do 720p high settings, so perfectly fine. It's really nice, really smooth, really playable. So the full specs will be in the description if you wanna see what they are. So yeah.